Whittier, welcome back to My Whittier TV. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for taking time out of your busy day to watch this video. I really appreciate it, sincerely. And thanks for subscribing to my channel. We are over 2,000 subscribers. And as you know, this is a small local channel, and I really appreciate the support. It really helps, and I can't thank you guys enough. So thank you again for joining me today. Now, today's video is kind of a bonus episode. It's kind of a snack size episode. It's not going to be a long video at all, but I thought, you know what? When I came up with this idea, I thought it would make a really great video instead of an Instagram post or a Facebook post, which I still might do. But I wanted to put together this quick little video and give you a little bit of Whittier history that you may or may not know about. Some of you longtime Whittier residents will know what I'm talking about when we get into this video, but I thought it would be a great one. It's going to be a small one, but stick around. I think you're going to enjoy this My Whittier bonus video. Check it out.
This video is sponsored by Scott Storage. $29.95 moves you into any size unit. Please visit scottstorage.net for details. Also sponsored by Community Magazine, servicing La Habra, Whittier, and La Mirada. Grab one today.
Okay, so I grew up in Whittier in the mid-70s all the way through, and in the 80s, there was a Whittier resident, and he was a Whittier fixture for a really long time. For like 25 years, he was here in the city of Whittier. His name was Elston Johnson, and he was known as the Whittier Walker, or the Fiddler is what I used to call him, the Fiddler. A lot of people called him the Violin Man, and many of you that are longtime Whittier residents know who I'm talking about. Elston Johnson was such a fixture here in the Uptown Whittier area and all around Whittier. He would walk around with his violin case, and he was kind of disheveled, and he kind of looked homeless. People thought he was homeless, but he'd walk around and catch a nap on a bench here and there. But he just became such a fixture of Whittier, California, and we got used to seeing him all over the place. And if you were lucky enough, he would actually play some Mozart for you, or give you a private concert when he felt like it, and he would just start playing that fiddle, the violin. And it was a really interesting thing because he was such a fixture here in Whittier, California. So I got to thinking about him the other day, and here is some interesting information about Elston Johnson.
The Violin Man, the Whittier Walker, the Fiddler, Elston Johnson. Born in 1913, he was also a Whittier High School graduate and local legend. For 25 years, Elston Johnson traveled the streets of Whittier with fiddle in hand, playing for just about anyone who would listen. He would give an impromptu concert at the park, on a sidewalk, or even in a back alley. He started playing the fiddle in 1964. I should say he started playing the fiddle on the streets in 1964 after he lost his parents. Instead of grieving at home, he took to the streets and would play for just about anyone who would listen. I often wondered what the story was with the Fiddler. Who was he? Was he homeless? Was he broke? Was he crazy? The truth of the matter is none of that was true. In 1964, his parents left him a small bungalow, and it wasn't in the greatest shape in the later years, and luckily he had some friends to help him maintain the property. He wasn't crazy either. According to an LA Times article, he was quoted as saying, "I'm not crazy, and I have the papers to prove it." Elston was never married, and unfortunately in 1989, he passed away in his home. He was battling a disease for quite some time and passed away in 1989. Elston the Fiddler Johnson will never ever be forgotten here in Whittier, California.
So that's pretty cool, right? Right. Now, as you guys know, if you follow me on Instagram and Facebook, I acquire Whittier memorabilia, and lately I've been getting annuals and I've been collecting them for quite some time. I don't collect all of them, but there are some that I really, really enjoy, so I'll pick them up here and there. And sometimes people will gift me an annual, and I will give one to somebody else and kind of pay it forward that way. But I acquired this annual, and it was Whittier Cardinal Annual, 1933. Okay, so this goes back a while, and this is a pretty cool annual. And I thought, you know what? This is super cool. This goes way back to the 1930s, and it's got so many cool little things in here. And I posted this picture, and my friend Jason Piper, shout out to Pipe, he was like, "Hey man, Elston Johnson graduated from Whittier High School in 1933." And this annual happens to be 1933, so it kind of blew my mind, because this has been happening to me lately where I don't have a lot of annuals, but the ones I do have are pretty significant. They have some value, some historic value here. And so I started going through this, and I'm like, no way, and lo and behold, he was a senior here at Whittier High School, and he's right here. Elston Johnson's senior picture. And I started paging through, and I'm just thinking, man, because I knew him as the fiddler, the man who walked around town disheveled and dirty and looking homeless, but the guy had a life before this. That's not who he was. He was somebody who went to Whittier High School and ran in track and field. He's right here. Again. And there was another picture of the orchestra. I'm not really sure if that was him or not, so I didn't tag that. But it was just amazing to think that I found the annual with the man I used to watch all of the time around town, and he was a Whittier local, and he was a fixture here in Whittier. There was a campaign to try and have raise some money to have a statue made of him at some point. I showed you the marker where he used to hang out in Uptown Whittier. There's a little marker there on the street in remembrance of Elston Johnson. But he went to Whittier College, and also became the groundskeeper at Whittier College for some time. And it's just amazing to think that you see something for so long, and then you acquire something like this, and it kind of just adds another layer to the story. For me anyway, I love this stuff. It just makes me happy. And to know that I have Elston Johnson's senior annual, his senior year, and going through that and looking at Whittier as it was in 1933 is pretty amazing. So one of these days I'm going to do a video on all of my annuals that I have and show you some really cool pictures. But I just wanted to tell you about Elston Johnson, a Whittier legend, a My Whittier legend, because not too many people talk about stuff like this. But I don't know, when I was a kid, I was really impressionable, I guess. These things matter to me. They make me feel warm and fuzzy. And if it happens to be something like that, chances are you're going to see it on this channel or on my social media feed. So I hope you enjoyed the video. It was a short one. It's a bite-sized episode. We will be back soon with a full-length version video. But for now, be kind to one another, stay safe, and I will see you next time on My Whittier TV. Thanks.
Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it. I will be back real soon with another video. Until then, make sure and subscribe to my channel and watch another video. I really appreciate it.